Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. You thought I was going to miss today, didn't you? You thought I was going to miss it? Well, you were wrong. You were wrong. Alright, we need to finish the digging. It's going to be a short stream, as short as we can, which is 1 hour and a half. So, strap in. It's going to be a quick hour, but we're going to get some stuff done. Well, we're going to try our damnedest to get some stuff done. You know the drills. And so do I. Anyway. Quick pit stop at the urn/pumpkin farm, which we should really set up a filter for at some point. Maybe make bone meal out of the pumpkins, perhaps. That would be best case, because we don't have enough farmers to trade all of these bloody pumpkins right now. There's a lot of them. All right, good. Cleaned it out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hope everyone is doing a-okay on this Sunday evening, I guess it is, at this time, a Sunday evening. Yeah. That is a good thing. Okay, almost enough to make another beacon. We just need a little bit more iron, and then we'll get it. But I'm pretty sure we have some existing iron over here somewhere. Yes, we do. That many. That many. Perfect. All right, let's grab one of our beacons real quick, and we need to finish the diggy dig of the river. And I am proud to say that I've made a little bit of an announcement, and many of you may not like the decision that I am making here with this river, but I think it is the best case scenario with what we have. I truly believe that, and so we're just gonna send it and hope for the best. So we need to go down again to 49. I was like, how are we still in beacon range? We shouldn't be. Oop. 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 Jesus. Stop pressing buttons. So, what I've decided to do with the river is not do a fog effect necessarily. So there is still going to be glass over the top of it. There still is not going to be water in all of it. But there is going to be a mosaic pattern on the floor. And I think that is valuable. I think that is better because it's going to bring us some much needed break from what we were previously doing, basically. And that's all I really want, is a break from the greenery. We have so much greenery here. So I need to try to think of a way to combat that. And what better way to combat too much greenery than doing a mosaic floor, quote unquote, for our little experiment, I will say. That's kind of the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one we don't have to bother you with yet. That's kind of the idea of what we're going for, and I think it will work. So all the moss carpet we placed last time has to go. All the stone we placed previously before that has to go. And what we're going to do is make a river. Like, we're going to get the outline first. And then with the outline, we're going to go ahead and make it into something great. So it's going to be that boat shape that we've talked about. Kind of like a U, but not really a U, as it were. And it's going to work. It's going to look really good, I think. And then we're going to put 2 or as many layers of glass on top of it as we can. We're not going to have a fog effect because there's not going to be enough glass to do so. But we are going to have a nice, pretty, waterless river. And I think that will help us substantially. So I do think that is the line that we are going to go here. And, you know, I'm sorry if it disappointed you that I was going to need to mine and place, like, you know, 50,000 glass blocks to make a big-ass fog effect. So it also brings me to the second announcement that I know for a fact some of you are not going to like at all. It's going to require a stupid amount more of digging, but it might also give that pop of color that we're looking for, and I really want to do it. It's gargantuan. It's a stupid big project. But, you know me. I don't really shy away from a large and in charge project. So we're going to do it. And some of you are going to hate it because of the amount of sheer digging that we'll have to do as a result from it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do all that digging at one time. We'll break it up and we'll do things differently as we can. Something's wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see. I see. We made that too big. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, in the area that I am calling the shallows is where I'm thinking this digging project is going to be. And we're going to do something potentially really, really stupid. It's going to take a long time. Like, it will probably be the last thing we end up finishing in this entire area, to be honest, because it's you've seen how big the area is that houses the shallows, right? Well, do we want... I think we just... I think we leave that. So, first things first, we need to finish digging out the river. And then I don't know if we're going to jump right into it and try to send it. I genuinely don't know if that's one thing we're going to do. Like with the river being dug out, I don't know if we're going to jump right into the mosaic. I think we are going to make the bones of it, and then we can figure out how we're going to make our mosaic in it. But I don't think we're going to send it right away. Can I sleep? Hello? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, let's dig this out first. Let's go ahead and let's put dirt here because I probably do want to mine out the sand at some point because sand is far more valuable to me than dirt is. All right, let's do it. Let's dig out this last little bit of the river. And, you know, I may have lied to you guys yesterday because I genuinely was like, yeah, there shouldn't be any more digging for a while. And then I go ahead and obviously I just announced that there's going to be more digging. So I do apologize for that because, you know, things happen. It came to me in a little bit of a dream last night, and I just know what my plan is will be super freaking cool. But, like I said, a lot of digging. Stupid amounts of digging. More digging than you can probably handle. And I'm willing to do it for two reasons. One, it's going to look freaking awesome. Two, I genuinely don't know if we have enough stone to finish the mountain right now. Genuinely. Like, it's so many blocks to get up there. It's so many blocks to fill that up, to get the mountain all set and good. And we showed and demonstrated the other day, it literally takes 36 fucking stacks. 36 stacks to do 1.5 of our mountain range, I don't know, tendrils, I guess. That's what we'll call it, mountain range tendril. But it's crazy. I don't think we have enough stone. We have a lot of stone, don't get me wrong, but we don't have enough stone that we can just be doing gargantuan things like that. So I do think we need to do it for both of those reasons. One, it's going to look really cool, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is for a while. Two, we need the stone, because if we don't have the stone, we can't build the mountains, and we need the mountains as well. So both of those things are true statements, and you know, I just hope you guys can forgive me for mining more in a game that's half about mining, you know? Sometimes a baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do, I guess. That's how it goes. So we'll have a few inventories full of dirt and such from this little project here. And it should not be that large of a task here. And I'm genuinely considering trying this little pond here first for our river idea before we go and full send it in the big one. Because I'm not going to go in creative and test this or anything like this. I already know what I want to do, and I know that it will work. No testing required. It's just going to take me getting the shape right to make it a reality. And that is always tricky because shapes are very subjective, right? What I may love as a shape, you may not love as a shape. And trying to find something that is aesthetically pleasing to the eye while making it look pretty is also a difficult thing to pull off. So we're gonna pull it off. And I do think we are gonna go back to what we were doing and do a little bit or like change up what we're doing daily, just so I don't get like bored with any particular part of the project or anything like that. And that way we can get ourselves some fresh eyes. So maybe one day we'll do some resource grinding. One day we'll do some tree building. One day we might build a building. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. But this also means that we can use all of our sand and gravel now to make our mosaic on the quote-unquote ocean floor, and I think it'll look really nice. So I'm excited about that, and I really want to start adding like the detail too. Like a lot of these trees need little quality of life features that we can add, and there is one more piece of good news also. Since we are doing the U-shape river, essentially, we actually do not need to mess with any of the walls other than maybe making them a single block. We shouldn't need to mess with them though, and that is very, very nice. So that's going to save us some time, and we're going to lose some time here as well, but we may save enough time to make it worth it. So I'm kind of good with it. And obviously we'll extend this down because it needs to be extended if we are going this deep on here. So all is well. We'll make it work. And like I said, First priority, numero uno, just simply dig this out as much as you freaking can. Get it all the way down to the bottom, and then if we decide to do it, we will start our mosaic here on this particular one, and then we'll go from there. We'll do the big one, but not first, because I want to just see proof of concept, because it is thousands and thousands of blocks, and if we fuck it up, which is very possible, I don't really want to redo it, and I'll just have to keep adding until hopefully it looks good, and we will waste a lot of blocks if that is the case. So proof of concept here for sure. Always do things at a smaller scale before you're ready for the big scales. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We've learned our lessons from the past, and although we did do some things in the last couple streams that were a little counterproductive towards us, it will be fine. Like, we put the moss, we put the stone on the ground, no freaking worries, we'll get rid of that, and then we'll be right back where we started, and no questions will be asked about it. You'll forget it even happened. It's a blip on the radar. It's not going to be there for long, kind of thing. I do like that we are getting sandstone from this too, though. Not much, obviously, but I do love me some sandstone. It's great beige block, and it has a lot of variance, which is also really, really good and something you want with all of your blocks. The more variance they have, the easier they are to use and blend with each other, or with themselves, I guess. And that's just how it goes. Alright, alright. Okay. I know I'm also streaming way later than I normally would. Just got a little bit sidetracked today. And also, my back is fucking hurting like a mother. I don't know how, but my old ass somehow, this morning, I woke up and did a weird stretch like that, kinda, and just I heard a loud crack, and I was like, oh no. What the hell was that? And then, had to go to work with that and everything, and it was like, oh god, why? Why did this happen? And so, the whole day, I haven't really been able to, turn properly. I can turn a little bit now, because I've, kind of exercised it a little bit. But the whole day, if I needed to turn at something, I literally was, turning my entire body. Just, pick up, body, move to another location so that I could turn around and see. And it was miserable. Freaking miserable. And I'm sure tomorrow is not going to be any better, because I also work, And that's how it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We're going to need a lot of concrete for this, I'm just realizing, which means we're going to need a lot of green dye, blue dye, bone meal. We're going to need a lot of those things. Luckily for us, blue dye is very easy to get. We do actually have one flower farm in this entire world, and it happens to be a blue flower farm because... Oh, wait. Is this blue or is this light blue? Fuck. Okay, never mind. We can get light blue easily. How do you get blue? Also, this is a little loud, a scotch loud. Just a bit. Just a little bit. All of this dirt is going to come in handy. All of this stone is going to come in handy. The sand. We're going to use probably every bit of this, to be honest. Maybe not the granite, andesite, and diorite completely, but We will use 99% of this, I would say. Oh, wait, what is that? Sandstone? Let's just put that over here, I guess. Try to keep on the same page with all of that stuff. Tyra, andesite, granite, grace, and copper. Alright. Need to send this. We also... Is it weird that I also want to, like, flatten this out here so that I can get, like, I can build my own thing? I might do that. Genuinely, I might do that. It seems stupid. Like, tear it all down just so you can make it in your own image, but we do that a lot, to be honest. Like, this river is basically that, so... That is just dirt. Should be really easy to rip and roar through it, and then we can kind of make our own scaffolding from the flat terrain, and we can just kind of figure it out. Be like, oh, I want a staircase here, and there's like a, you know, it's secured cliff or whatever. Hi, Squidwards. Excuse me. Good Lord. Good Lord. Alright. So, we have a sheep and a squid down here. Or a sheep and a pig, not a squid. And I really don't care about them at all. Like, I'm not going to make a reward to save them because, quite honestly, we have enough sheep and or pigs in here, so I don't really care. We will probably... Ooh. You know, we should make a barn, to be honest. We have not made a barn in our forest here, and I feel like there would be some kind of farmer, right? So, maybe we will secure a place for the sheeps and the pigs and the cows and the chickens. Just to have a little bit more life and stuff in there. I like that. Because you gotta imagine... If you live in a forest area, you're only limited by how many babies you had here, right? So we need to make enough houses that everyone can fit in here nice and snug and nice and easily, and a little room for expansion, I think. So we want crowding without overcrowding. And... what I don't know is, would you have a slum? Like, obviously, this is an enclosed city via mountains, right? Would you have a slum? Like a rich and a poor district? I don't know. My gut says probably not, right? Like, they should have log cabins and tents here, basically, but... we went a little overkill with that, obviously, and as a result, they have big, beautiful houses. So these people, they know how to friggin' build. Because it's not I who built them, it is the villagers who built them, obviously. We just facilitate what they need. And I think that would be really cool. I think it's a good idea to have a couple bonfires in the area. And hell, maybe even some tents as well. Like, there would be like some heavily forested areas, right? And those heavily forested areas probably would set up a couple tents and stuff, I would imagine, right? Like, you have to have at least 1 or 2 homeless people in your town. Because I don't think any town in the world has 0 homeless people. It's sad, but I think that is probably pretty close to the truth. I don't think there's like any city or town, pretty much anywhere in the world, that does not have some kind of homeless people or vagrancy or, you know, anything like that. I highly doubt it. I'll look it up later, but I highly, highly doubt it. Oh, inventory is full again. We knew that. One day, I think we should just spend a lot of time carpeting the roofs, by the way, too, because the carpet will help us to not have any of those issues of spawning. And, you know, we need that. More gravel. All the gravel. Not too much clay, though. Kind of depressing on the clay front, to be honest. Hopefully we can fix that at some point here. Andesite, diorite, granite. We should be able to do one more here before our pickaxe and or shovel breaks. Yeehaw, cowboy. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. The Candyman. Alright. Sheep. I'm sorry. You are the weakest link. Pig, I'm so sorry. You are also the weakest link. Goodbye. They're just kind of annoying me here in my hole. My river hole. Yeah, I think this is slightly different, though, than what most people go for. Most people just go for the straight-up fog effect, which we had thought about doing, but then we thought of a better idea to make that happen. So I think I'll be happy with it. We just got to make sure that the shape is right, and that will take however long it takes, really. There's no, like, oh, this is going to take 21 hours. No, it's going to take however long it takes. We're not going to rush it. We're just going to do it. And that is absolutely fine, just so you know. Some things do not need to be rushed. And I don't really think that we can say that we've rushed anything in this world anyway, because, you know, 1,611 days in right now. And we're still working on the same project from day one. So I would say that we are being very patient already. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Just making moves, making it happen, and I'm hoping that it's going to look really good when we're done. I can see the vision in my head, but pulling it off and seeing the vision are two entirely different things, and we'll see if the two can actually align together on this, or if we have to redo it a few times. That's also a possibility. It is also a possibility. Okay, we got all of this. Give me that. I think my inventory is full again. Or just about full, maybe? Not full yet, because I'm still picking up blocks. How's the inventory after we pick up all of this? Can we pick up all of this? We need all the blocks we can get. Just remember that. Normally I would not go about collecting every block like this because it's a bit absurd, but Based on just sheer volume of blocks that we need, I would say it is a great idea that we do this. Also, I like this mountain and that mountain way more than I like that mountain, for the record. For the freaking record. Okay, we got that. Sand. Stone. We have ads. I'm going to finish clearing out my inventory, and then I'll pause it and be right back. Alright, we're back. I have switched out the tools. I have emptied the inventory. I just need to get a little bit more rockets, and we do need to repair our elytra soon, but we're not going to worry about that right this moment. I still need to figure out how I'm going to finish this house, because it's going to be a tricky one, I think. But who knows? We'll figure it out. All right, back to the old grind stone. Back to it. Not too many layers to go. It's pretty easy, pretty small in terms of our digging prowess here. I will say, before we start digging out the shallows, and I'm not going to elaborate on what we're doing over there. Before we start doing that, though, we're going to need a hell of a lot more beacons, which means we may need to set up a wither skeleton farm, because we're going to need, like, I don't know, 40 beacons or something crazy to do that, and we're gonna need 3 beacons anyway, at least 3 beacons, because we need light sources, and we need to use the beacons as light sources. Hell, if we make a good enough wither skeleton farm, I may just use that for lamps, to be honest. We may make a lot of outposts, lantern posts, and use beacons, because we can. And they make a very pretty lamp. Very pretty, I think. Very, very easy, though. No stress, no mess. I'm much like a erasable marker, honestly. No stress, no mess. You can come by and erase it anytime. No worries. I have no idea where I was going with that, but just we're gonna take it at face value and assume that I knew what I was talking about, and just pretend that I actually have no idea what the hell I was going on about. Yeah, good. All right, fantastic. Couple more layers here. It's very irregularly shaped, by the way. I'm wondering what the best way to do our mosaic is as well. Like, do we get the mosaic blocks and just start building with them, or what do we do? I'm not sure. Unsure of the circumstances that follow right now. Okay. Let's all go to the lobby. Yeah, look how the bridge, like, stopped way before this. That's funny. I mean, it's gonna have to come all the way down, right? Well, no. Technically, it does not actually have to come down. As I think about it. Because the bowl shape kind of prevents that. I don't think you need it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Can you dig it? Yes, we actually can. We're digging it right this second, in fact. Swoosh. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of beacons. Maybe that is our next project that we work a little bit on every day, because God knows we're gonna need to. You want to get a lot of beacons, you gotta put in that work, buddy. Also, diorite still taking the lead, andesite still in second, and granite still in very last place, which is interesting. I wonder if that's biome dependent. I wonder if, depending on which biome you dig in, it allows you to do more. Because that would be interesting. Very interesting. Like, you get more granite, andesite, or diorite depending on the biome. I have zero factual evidence to support this claim, but I feel like that has to be true. I feel like it genuinely has to be true, because all of this have been like jungle, for example, and we've gotten far more diorite, but maybe if when we dig in the shallows, which is a savanna and a plains biome, maybe we'll get more of the other one? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Never have. Yeah, one of the many mysteries of Minecraft, you know. Je m'appelle a Viking. I wonder what the French word for Viking is. I should look that up. Je m'appelle Viking. Let's look that up now. Hold on. Hold, please. I have to see this. French word for Viking.
Viking.
Viking. Okay, so basically how you say my name actually is how you would say it in French. Viking. Got it. Nailed it. I was hoping it would be something cooler, to be honest, but that's fine. That's fine. Viking. That is fine. We'll deal with it. Bum, ba-dum, bum. The next question is going to become, do we have enough gravel for this? Because I don't feel like we do. I do not feel like we do. And I also have to do some research into how to build a wither farm, I guess. Like, what are the spawning conditions we need for that? Because I know you need, like, the crossroads or whatever. And if you can find, like, 2 or 3 that are together, you can make, like, a crazy-ass farm. But, I don't know. I don't know. It'd be nice to have another, not AFK, another XP farm, though. Which we probably could do from that. And then we could also get unlimited coal, which is great, because I want to use coal blocks, too. Lots and lots of coal blocks somewhere. Wow, this is almost the right level. That's crazy. This little random hole here. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Still took, you know, quite some time to dig out this little bit of the river, but, you know, what can you do? Can only dig so fast, 1 block at a time. It's gonna pay off. And it does look like we need to go back to our base of operations one more time here. Not quite, I guess. Not quite. Can still hold a little bit more in our turtle pockets. Turtle pockets. Fantastic. Sleep the night away, and let's go once more. Well, we gotta go once more after this, I guess, but go ahead and put away all of our new blocks. Keep on going. Alright, that's all of the stone that we got. We got a bunch of dirt. We got some copper, some iron, diorite, andesite, and granite. Alright, let's finish the dig over there. Easy enough. Easy enough. Oh, I said one more layer. I meant 2, by the way. I meant 2. I was very wrong about that. Dun, 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 dun. One more after this one is what I should have said, but for some reason the words they escape me, you know. Oh, my back hurts, my nose is stuffy, I've got a little bit of a headache. I'm just a mess today, let me tell you. I am just a flippin' mess today. Just very sad. Very sad. Ba-dun-dun-dun. Beautiful. I'm excited to not dig for a little while, I will say. Get that nice recharge, and although we might do a little bit of terraforming, we're not going to do anything this substantial of digging, so that should be fine. And I do want to customize that area in whatever way I want to, so I think it would behoove us to do that. Dig it out completely and then like flatten it and then just like make the lines and stuff and see where we want to go with it. Think 9 times out of 10 that's easier for me starting with a blank slate than it is to try and piece it together, which, you know, is fine either way, but I feel that way just gives me a little bit more control about what it is we're doing and how we do it. And I like that. Sometimes I feel like that is very important because we just need it. Very much need it. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. The last little wave here. Hopefully our pocket is big enough to hold it. Would like not to go back one more time. If we do need to go back one more time, I'm probably just going to leave this stuff on the ground, to be honest. Anything that's still here, just leave it on the ground and, you know, pick up what we can and leave the rest. Bum, bum. Oh, yep. So we are definitely leaving some on the ground. That's fine. We don't need to pick up every little block. I'm not coming back for like 1 or 2 stacks. I'm just not. Not doing it. There we go. Leave all of that behind, and this is at the right level. Fantastic. Fantastic. So how are we going to get blue dye? We need a lot of it. We don't have much lapis either, I'm guessing. That could be tricky unless we can set up a flower farm for it, which are very, very easy to do. So maybe that's the route we go. Look at that. 18 stacks of coal ore. It's pretty nice. I like coal ore. It's very subtle, but it makes the difference. I like it. Alright, that is good. Alright, fantastic. What is next for us today? My head hurts too much to do that, I think. So what can we do today? First things first, repair Elytra, just so that that is not going to inconvenience us at all. Ooh. Every time I come here, I feel like our iron supply is dwindling very quickly. It's because some of them get stuck like that. Like, he's not taking damage. He's just stuck. He eventually will break free, but for the most part, he is stuck. Okay, let's take our iron overlords here. Like, we've given these lads so freaking much iron. It's not even funny. You've taken so many stacks of my iron, guys, just so you know. It's okay, but if I dispose of your bodies, I should get it back. Just saying. Could you imagine every time you trade with a villager, you can get it back by disposing of the villager? That would be interesting. It would probably create some busted stuff, though. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Alright. All the rest of the iron, let's just turn into blocks, just in case we need more beacons here in the future. And we got some emeralds. Alright, Elytra's healed, Pick's healed, Axe, Shovel, all healed. Beautiful. Let's get rid of the emeralds. Actually, let's go get a little bit of carrot action as well. Just so we have it. Just... where are we going? Which house is that? Oh. It's like, which house is that in? I can't remember. We'll pick that up shortly. It's not a problem. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. This place is really starting to come along. It's really, really coming along. I still need to figure out, what are the brown blocks, actually? Brown blocks Minecraft? Brown blocks. Gamer Geeks is what I use for this, by the way. Ancient debris, huh? Stripped log, stripped spruce, dark oak log. A lot of woods. So we'll want to use like brown mushroom, brown concrete powder, brown wool, coarse dirt, maybe rooted dirt. And try not to use too many logs because we've already used a ton of them. Maybe we make this out of like sandstone then. I have an idea. I have a random idea. Because otherwise there's going to be way too much wood, right? So what if we break that up with some sandstone? How much sandstone do we have? Not much, right? And we're going to want to use the smooth stuff. You know, all of those farms that I should have built a while ago, I feel like we're needing them all now. Look at all that glass. Oh, beautiful. Let's take all the glass, I guess. Just do a little bit of cleaning up, maintenance, and such. Glass goes over here, right? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Doesn't matter. I think this is too many of the dark oak woods, by the way. I think we need to use them way more sparingly. Just the rate that we're using them, too much, I think. Good news, though. Almost a full chest of glass. That was pretty easy, honestly. And I guess let's just take all of this stuff. Oh, I just unlocked a shitload of recipes. Oh, we're going to have to use copper chains. That's lovely. did forget about. It added a lot of new blocks to this game. Blackstone was over here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so that should allow the continuation of the smelting. We have 18 more blocks, 18 more stacks of coal there, if we need it. I really like this little, like, hill thing here. Okay. What's next? We need a lot of sandstone. That is what's next. Let's see if we can't get that from somewhere. Yeah. So we're pretty much just going to desecrate this area. And I think that's fine, because, yeah, it's fine. We need a lot of sand anyway. Let's set up some chests here, I suppose, so that we can be prepared. Set up some chests. I know we keep creating chest monsters everywhere, and eventually I will clean them. Probably. Probably. I mean, in theory, you guys have the power to make me clean them, so it's fine. We'll just keep making chest monsters until you realize that I need to be stopped because it's getting out of control. Which will happen at some point, but that's probably fine. Probably fine. Da, 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 da. Oh, that sound is so satisfying. Okay, let's make a fair amount of chests, I would guess, however much it yields from this double jungle tree. Ooh, bunnies. I forgot about bunnies. We need bunnies all around the forest. I'd really like to see the animals in here sooner rather than later. Maybe we try to, like, make it... What's that noise? I don't know what that was. It sounded very ominous, though. I guess right here is as good of a spot as any. Look at all the bunnies. Wow. It's a lot more chests than I was thinking it would be. Something like that. Something like that. Alright, just a little bit more right there. And I guess we should get rid of this tree as well, because it's kind of in the way. And we can make 2 more chests with it. A whopping 2 more chests. I mean, chests are chests, right? Hi, bunnies. I think there's a bunch of different color bunnies, too, which would be really cool to have. Alright, we need a stupid amount of sand and a stupid amount of sandstone. So let's start the digging. We also need a stupid amount of glass. So a lot of sand we just need to turn into concrete and concrete powder, and a lot of sand we need to turn into glass, which is quite doable, I think. But we are going to basically flatten this area out to the ground. We are going to get rid of any trace of sand and or sandstone that ever existed here. We need it. We need so freaking much of it, and it begins here. It begins here. We do have ads. I'll be right back. Alright, ads are up. We are back. Back to the sand grind. We just need so much, and we need sandstone too. Lots and lots of blocks here, but doesn't matter too much. We'll get all that we need, and if we decide to use this area, I mean, I guess it's kind of set up that we could do some kind of apocalyptic thing if we wanted to. Since there will be no sand, there will be no sandstone here, it will just be stone, pretty much. I'm going to try not to mine any of the stone, to be honest, and just leave it like Shishwami did back in one of the old Hermitcraft seasons. He made like a giant desert thing, but he just got rid of every single sand block and every single sandstone block and left all the rest. Massive, massive project, but it was cool. It was cool, Mr. Shashwami. Got some dead bushes. Dead bushes give sticks. I guess I'll leave the dirt as well. Why not, right? No reason to get rid of it as far as I can see. And I guess we'll take the red sand as well. Do we need red sand? I guess. It couldn't hurt, right? It couldn't hurt. We just put all of our miscellaneous bullshit over here. Yeah, we'll get the red sand as well, and I would not mind the terracotta. Honestly, terracotta is very nice to have. Would not mind it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hold on, I need to send a quick text. I just thought of something. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to send a quick Did we really have 2 beacons over there? Is that where our other 2 beacons have gone? What the hell? Oh yeah, we're gonna need coral as well. I forgot about coral. Coral. We're gonna need even more of it because we need both versions, don't we? Yeah, we're gonna need both versions of that. That's gonna be lovely. Because you need the alive stuff and the dead stuff, because technically they are 2 different blocks. Which I didn't really think of too much when I was thinking about that, but it's all good. Oh, big sneeze. Big sneeze right there. I did manage to hit the mute button, I think, before I sneezed, so we're good. Look at these little bunnies. They're great. What are the odds that if we brought bunnies over there right now, they would survive? I wonder. Yeah, all the animal life, though, over there will be really, really cool. Wow, look at all the clay, or terracotta. This used to be hardened clay, by the way, and they changed that name. I don't know why they changed that name, but they did. A long time ago. Long, long time ago. In a galaxy not so far away. Let's try to do a quick pickup, because I'm sure there's a lot of blocks on the ground, and we don't want to waste them for no reason. So let's just do that. Pick them up as best as we can. The more we pick up, the more sand we get. The more sand we get, the sooner we can be done. So, is important. Inventory's full. Nice. Alright, let's do red sand way over here, I suppose. Sticks in here. Let's see just how many blocks we've left on the ground or at this moment. Probably quite a bit. I need like a slight magnet. That's what I would love to have. Give me my magnet. I also hear like something burning. Like there's got to be lava or something underneath one of these. So I guess we should be a little bit careful as we're doing this. Yeah, look at that. There was like 7 stacks on the ground, just chilling. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, I don't care if we desecrate this desert because I have no intention of building in this direction, so it should be fine. Should be fine. It's a pretty substantial desert. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but it is, so. Hold on one second. I need to take a call. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Text resulted in a question, and it's easier just to call rather than try to verify by text sometimes. And I know I sound like such an old person there, such an unk as you youngsters call it, but that's fine. It's fine. I don't know if kids even still say that. We're gonna say they do. We're gonna assume that I'm still hip and with it though. And I'm well aware that saying like hip and with it is not with it, but you know, it is what it is. So that's how we go. But yeah, I wish I could estimate how many sand and or glass blocks I'm gonna need. But I genuinely don't even have a close estimate. Like, genuinely, I do not have an estimate. And that is a little bit spooky because I know it's going to be a lot of blocks and a lot of sand collecting, but I also believe that sand collecting is very therapeutic, and I quite enjoy it, so. Quite enjoy. Yep. Inventory, no. We have 1 red sand in our inventory, by the way. We're not going to get very much red sand from this, but that's okay. We have found our first layer of sandstone. Now, that's beautiful. That's what we're after. That's the ticket. I mean, we need both, but Surprising how many layers we went without seeing any sandstone at all. Inventory. Inventory problems. First chest. Here. 5 stacks of our red sand. We're gonna need a lot more of that. A lot freaking more of that, let me tell you. Dun, 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 bum, bum, dun, bum, bum. I swear to God, it still sounds like something's burning over here, and I don't know what the hell that noise could be. Sounds like the lava is like setting something on fire, but there's nothing that could be here, and we still have not found a lava pocket at all, so what is it? I don't know. I don't know. It seems very soon we are going to need to go back to the end as well and repair all of our shovels and all of our picks, because you guessed it, they're starting to break again. And loads of them are. It's not just a little anymore. Like, that river that we dug out, surprisingly, was a lot of freaking blocks. Like, an astronomical amount of blocks. And it didn't seem like that at the time, but I guess we were burning through picks. Just, like, real fast. Real fast. Let's clean up our mess. Clean up your mess, you filthy animal. You filthy pig. I kind of want to leave the sandstone till last because it just feels more satisfying to go brrr and get all the sandstone in one swoop than it does switching back and forth. So may just leave that for a hot minute here. May leave that. All right, good amount of inventory. Not bad. Almost 2 full double chests already. That's pretty good. It is weird how in Minecraft how you like desecrate one area to build up another area, by the way. It's very weird. Let's go ahead and replace our shovel with another shovel, and it doesn't matter if it has silk on it because we're not using silk for sand. Luckily, you do not need silk for sand. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. The reason why we're gathering so much sand, one, we need the glass for the river, but we also need loads of concrete and concrete powder for the river as well. So I'm thinking by doing both at the same time here should help us a little bit. If we just get enough supplies, we can just basically build, right? And I think that's good because if I stop building, I think I'm going to lose the vision that I have, and I don't want to do that. It is at night time. Boom. Ba-da-da-dee-da-dee. I really don't want to make any assumptions of just how much gravel and how much sand we're going to need. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say 40, 50 double chests of sand is probably good to do both of the things that we need to do. 40, 50, give or take. Give or take, so not terrible, but definitely will still take us a long time. Definitely will. I'm going to call this the salt flats over here because there's nothing going to be left except stone here at some point. Alright, let's do a little cleanup. Alright, let me see. Inventory's still okay. It feels like my inventory is filling up a lot faster than it actually is with the sand, and that's very interesting, because like, I feel like I am just going to town. I am mining so many sand blocks, but then you look in your inventory and you're like, oh, maybe I didn't mine as many as I thought I did. It's like, okay, that's fine. It feels very deceptive, though, and I don't know why that is, but it very much is. And maybe it's just because over there were so many different types of blocks that you kind of, your inventory just filled up, you know, like real quick. Here it's one singular type, so you have to get a lot more. Did get us a second full chest already, though, so that's pretty huge. That is pretty huge here. Not pick. Don't do the pick. Do not do... Oh, I hear zombies. There must be a cave under here somewhere. It's probably fine. That's probably fine. I will say right now, the next base that we make or go start or whatever, we are not going to do any kind of mountains or anything like that. We're gonna just try to blend the different biomes together using like some tricks and stuff. Like if it goes from mesa to desert, there's probably like an intermediate thing that would normally be there in real life, and that would probably be cool. Or like savanna and a desert, there's probably an intermediate thing that could be in there as well, like a lowlands grassland or something. I'm sure there's like a way to like blend the biomes or whatever, though. I will say, though, we've put a lot of tremendous amount of effort into our current base of operations right now, and it's going well. But it's also making me want to do some smaller builds along the way. Like, I think it would be really, really cool to do some high detail, very low scale builds. Like along the way. I'd love to have like an abandoned cabin like that you can see on the pathway, and it's a little overgrown, and then you can start to story tell just a little bit more, which I love. Gotta love the lore. I still hear the noise. I don't know what it is. Like, we keep digging out more and more, and I still don't know what that is. No idea. It's definitely a Minecraft noise that I've never heard before, though, and I don't know what it is and what's causing it. Very, very unsettling, though, regardless. Hi. Purple dye, brown dye, lily of the valley, small drip leaf. You're kinda meh. Be gone! I don't need any of your things. Go away. Ah, yeah, this is where we were originally digging. I forgot about that. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We're literally just going to get rid of all the sand here in our efforts to get all the sand that we need. Part of me really wants to bring these rabbits with us, though. Ooh, that's a new sound effect. I like that sound effect. Come here. Are both of you adults, or are you the babies? I have no idea. Are the babies smaller than that, or bigger than that? Wait. If you put them in a boat, can you fly with them? How does that work? And do they take fall damage? All good questions, I feel like. Maybe we should find the answer. Maybe we should find the answer to that. So what if... Okay. Well, that's interesting. I thought that I could... Can you lead the boat? Do I have the boat? Oh, you can lead the boat now. Oh, that's interesting. Can I fly with this? Only one way to find out, I guess. I don't... Are they still behind me? I guess is the question of the day here. Nope. No, they're not. Okay. Okay. Well, how far away did they fly off? Did they even make it off the island? No. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's interesting. I genuinely thought that would work, but I guess I was wrong. Either way, let's bring these bunnies back. I just feel compelled to get them now while we can. Like it should be a relatively easy journey. As long as we go up the hill. Up the hill and over the thing to grandmother's house? Wait. Through the mountains, over the hill? What the hell is the phrase for that? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I don't know. I can't think of it. Something through the forest and over the hill? Up the mountain, over the hill? Through the woods and over the hill. I have no idea what that phrase is. Can you, rabbits, please do rabbit things, please? Like... I would like to name one of you Sergeant Hopper. And the other one I would like to name Thelma. Why, I don't know, but that feels like the thing. Come to me, little rabbits. Come to me. I also feel like we have to name them, probably. Really? Did you fall down? Okay. Hey, Jesus. You made that unnecessarily difficult for me, rabbit. You dirty wabbit. Hello? I like how sometimes my arrows just go right through the enemy. That makes me feel so frickin' wonderful. I love it. Come on, rabbits. We're almost home. Let's go, buddies. I am going to name tag them because I do want to see if they survive, but... Come on. Let's go. Ooh, how are we going to get you out of the river? I guess we had to walk them across the bridge. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You still behind me? Yeah. There's a moss block. Where did you steal that one from, Enderman? Why are there all these random blocks around here, Enderman? These guys, man. Genuinely, I may look into that one mod that you can do that turns off just Enderman griefing, because it just annoys me so greatly. You spend all this time manicuring it perfectly, and then they're just like, we take your block, we move it here. What are you going to do about it, you know? And they're just like the mafiosos. And the balls of these guys, man. Do wolves eat rabbits in this game? We may need to test that at some point. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to have wolves unless we do like a very set area that they can't get out of. May need to test that. All right, come with me. All right. We just need to grab 42 emeralds. 9, 18, 27, 36. That should be enough. Okay. Give me your leads. Oh, wait. We should have fence post them. Shit. I didn't think about that. That's my bad. We should have fence post them. Shit. Yeah, why didn't I think about that? Come here. Okay, you go there. You come over here, because I don't really want to chase you all over the kingdom come. Come here. After we name tag you, it's fine. Alright. I'll be right back, rabbit. Stay there. Now... Flew right into the face. Okay, this guy has the trade to... Do we have iron? Nope. Anvil close by? Yes. Let's go with... Thelma. Thatcher. Thatcher? Is that how you'd spell that? I guess. Alright. Thelma and Thatcher. Okay. I just want to do some experimentation. So that's Thatcher. That's Thelma. Will they stay alive? That's all I really want to know. All right, be free. Do what you want. I hope to see you at some point. I hope to see you at some point. Let's take our inventory of sand, and I guess we'll plop it right in. There, here, and here. Those good. All right. That is going to do it for me for today, I'm afraid. Made a little bit of progress. Filled our streak. Kept it going. And we will definitely be back for a little bit longer, at least tomorrow. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. And until next time, ciao.